Hello everyone, I am Shubham Tiwari. The other members of my group are Kiran Sambhyal, Monica Ahuja and Sumit Kushwaha. Today we all are here for financial management presentation on the topic budget for industries. Now some of the glimpse of budget for industries 2020-21. Budgetary outlay towards the scheme for enhancement of competitiveness in Indian capital goods amounting to rupees 173.11 crores in the current financial year budget, and the budget outlay scheme towards the faster adaptation of manufacturing in electric vehicles in India amounting to rupees 692.94 crores in 2020-21. As our country is moving faster and faster towards the adoption of hybrid and electronic vehicles. That's why this amount has been increased to 692.94 crores in this current financial year. Now, capital outlay for Ministry of Defence is amounting to rupees 1 lakh 13,734 crores in 2020-21. And the budget outlay for towards machinery and plant procurement by Indian Railways is amounting to rupees 624 crores in the current financial year. As budget for industries is a very broad topic, that's why we have mainly focused on the four sectors of industry. Number one, agricultural sector. Agricultural sector. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced the allocation totaling to rupees 4.6 lakh crores, 4.06 lakh crores for the agriculture and rural sectors. Out of this, 2.83 crores will be allocated to agriculture and the remaining will be allocated to rural sectors. She announced Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha एवं Uthan Mahabhiyan PM Kusum. PM Kusum. This scheme is launched by under the Ministry of Power, New and Renewable Energy. The objective of this scheme is to provide extra income to the farmers. With the help of this scheme, the government is planning to update the irrigation system of India and as well as promoting the solar power production in the country. And Nirmala Sitharaman also said that the government will focus to double the farmers' income by 2020-22. And next, key highlights of the budget. Agriculture credit target for the year 2020-21 is set to 15 lakh crore, and all the individual beneficiaries of PM KCC Kisan cards will be covered under this scheme. She also announced the Kisi Udan scheme, which is launched by the Aviation Ministry. The Aviation Ministry of our country has she announced Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha एवं Uthan Mahabhiyan PM Kusum. PM Kusum. This scheme is launched by under the Ministry of Power, New and Renewable Energy. The objective of this scheme is to provide extra income to the farmers. With the help of this scheme, the government is planning to update the irrigation system of India and as well as promoting the solar power production in the country. And Nirmala Sitharaman also said that the government will focus to double the farmers' income by 2020-22. And next, key highlights of the budget. Agriculture credit target for the year 2020-21 is set to 15 lakh crore, and all the individual beneficiaries of PM KCC Kisan cards will be covered under this scheme. She also announced the Kisi Udan scheme, which is launched by the Aviation Ministry. The Aviation Ministry of our country has launched Kisan Udan scheme. Under this scheme, the government will assist farmers by transporting their products so that it should be for their value realization by the aeroplane, and especially in the northeast regions of our country. And the Nirmala Sitharaman also proposed to set Kisan Rail in public-private partnership. This Kisan Rail will be in public-private partnership to support the supply of cold chain to transport perishable goods. And now the comparison of the budget of 2020-21 with 2019-20. The budget for agriculture insurance scheme is increased this year to 15,695 crores from 13,640 crores that was in the previous budget, as to ensure the agricultural products and agriculture. And then the budget for Ranified Area Development and Climate Change was reduced. Earlier this budget was 250 crores, but now they have reduced it to 202 crores. Now the budget for agriculture and research education was marginally increased to 8,362 crores from 8,078 crores last year. To promote the agriculture research and education in the country, there is an increase of 300 around 300 crores in this budget. And now Manrega. Manrega budgetary allocation for the current year is 61,500 crores, and the revised estimates of the last year was 71,000 crores. So the budget allocation for Manrega is also reduced. Manrega guarantees 100 days of employment.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Kiran Sambyal, Mining Industry Budget. India holds a fair advantage in cost of production and conversion costs in steel and aluminium. India produces about 95 minerals, 4 fuel-rated minerals, 10 metallic minerals, 23 non-metallic minerals, 5 atomic minerals, and 55 minor minerals. India is the third largest production of coal. Coal production in financial year 2018 is all about 68.8 million tons, and in 2019 is all about 39.36 million tons. India ranked 4th in terms of iron ore production. Production of iron ore in 2019 is all about 187.60 million tons. Now, comparison between 2019-20 budget with 2020-21. In 2019, the budget allocation for coal mining industry has registered as a jump of 48.2% to rupees 159 crore in 2019-20 from rupees 700.85 crore in 2018-19. In 2019, the investment in public enterprise, including Coal India NSE, is all about minus 3.95%, has increased from 20,121 crore in budget 2019-20 over revised estimate of rupees 17,522 crore in 2018-19. Now, Budget 2020, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that government will advise utilities to shut down their old and polluting thermal power plant, which Coal India has been revised by over 18% to rupees 9,500 crore next financial year 2020-21.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Monica Ahuja and I am explaining Budget 2020 for micro, small, medium enterprises. Role of micro, small and medium enterprises. Among the key focus areas of Budget 2020 are measures to accelerate growth of micro, small and medium enterprises and to boost investment in the Indian startup ecosystem. Here is how Budget 2020 will impact MSMEs. First, requirement for audit. Currently, business having turnover of more than rupees 1 crore are required to get their books of accounts audited by an accountant. In order to reduce compliance burden on small retailers, traders, shopkeepers who compliance the MSME sector, the turnover limit for audit has been proposed to be raised from the existing rupees 1 crore to rupees 5 crore. The increased limit shall apply only to those business which carry out less than 5% of their business transactions in cash. Second, reduction of corporate tax rate. To boost investment, the corporate tax rate for new companies in the manufacturing sector has been reduced to 15% for existing companies. The rate has also brought down to 22%. This will enable companies to expand their business and make fresh investment in the coming future. Third, ease of doing business. An app-based invoice financing loans product will be launched. This will obviate the problem of delayed payment and consequential cash flows mismatches for MSMEs. Fourth is goods and services tax, that is GST. Several indirect tax reforms have been proposed to improve compliances such as the simplification of GST returns, automation of GST fund, introduction of electronic invoice to facilitate compliance and return filing, and Aadhaar-based verification of taxpayers. And social security for MSME employees. Government will launch the program to cover the MSME employee and provide social security to them in terms of insurance benefits and income protection for their families. Efforts should be placed on the creating awareness amongst the MSME workers and employees. And here is comparison 1920 budget with 2021 budget. There are some things which went up and there are some things which as well as went down in this budget.
Now, manufacturing sector. All we know that Manufacturing sector is the most important sector of any economy. Nirmala Sitharaman proposed to provide about 27,300 crore to develop and promotion of manufacturing industry and commerce for the year 2020-21. Now, key highlight for budget 2021: to achieve higher export credit disbursement, a new scheme Nirvik is being launched, which provide for higher insurance coverage, reduction in premium for small exporters, and simplified procedure for claim settlements. It is the vision of Prime Minister that each district should develop as export hub. Effort of the central and state government are being synchronized and institutional mechanisms are being created. It offers a great opportunity for medium, small, and micro enterprise, that is MSMEs. 3.24 lakhs vendors are already on this platform. It proposed to take its turnover to 3 lakh crore. Thank you so much.